The next one question, Jill wants to know, you talked about helping aging parents with their finances to reduce their risk of scams. Could you share more insight on how to spot potential scams and the best ways to protect ourselves? Roger?
As everybody knows, scams are getting better, more sophisticated, AI. Just a matter of time before AI takes hold in the scam world.
Yeah.
It's going to sound like your grandma or your grandson, going to sound completely legit. I think there's some red flags that everybody should be aware of. And one, and I think this is the most important one, if there's a sense of urgency, meaning you have to do this now or act now, don't tell anybody. Those are all red flags. They threaten that you're going to be in trouble. Those are red flags. If you don't expect this contact, get an email or a text message or a voicemail.
Right, out of the blue.
Yeah, out of the blue. Well, why? And I get calls all the time from the debt relief counselor and tax, whatever they're called. I mean, like hundreds a day. It's crazy. So I got one. This is like 8 months ago. It's like, you're behind in your federal taxes. So you know what I did?
Yeah.
I logged into my account because I'm like, this is weird. What's out there? Of course I wasn't.
Right. But you didn't press the thing on the screen.
No, I went to irs.gov and I logged in. Not everybody has that account. I logged in. I'm like, is something going on that I don't know about? Like, I was concerned somebody stole my identity, filed a tax, did something. But that's a good point. Don't ever trust, just verify. Don't click the links. If you get a text message, don't respond back. The big one going on now, I've probably got 3 in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Hey, you're running late. Are you still coming to the party?
Oh my God, yes.
They're vague and they want you to respond. And they're like, oh, I was sitting in that chair doing a podcast with Elias and I got one.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, hey, are you coming to the barbecue? I'm like, and this is like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I wasn't invited. He goes, oh, you should come anyway. I'm like, really? Where's it at? He goes, Los Angeles. They're like, what's your name? I'm like, all right, time to stop this conversation.
I know, exactly. Jonas, let's talk a little bit in the couple of minutes we have left about, for our parents or seniors, grandparents, some of the things that they need to have as far as the armor to keep them.
Like Roger said, don't give confidential information. If it sounds unusual, make sure that your parent calls you up. And really take a look at the past behavior. If it's a financial institution that you've trusted before, did business with, I've had situations to where I had a customer get scammed because she had an old credit card that she didn't know about. And ultimately she was scammed. And I told her eventually, like Roger said, everybody's going to get scammed sooner or later. So never, the parent never give confidential information. Have them hang up. And then, Mary, if you could be a second set of eyes somehow to her. I had my customer was a joint owner on a checking account for her mom. And ultimately, that is one way to do it. And I think that second set of eyes to where your mom's calling you if she gets any type of uneasy feeling.
Right.
That she could call Mary up and talk to her about it.
Exactly.
And Mary could be the second set of eyes.
Ultimately, don't bust your parents' chops. You love them. You want them to be able to feel free to come to you. And if you bust their chops about the whole thing, they may get reticent, and that might end up with them at the wrong end of a scam. And you don't want that. Go to premieriwm.com. You can download their scam awareness checklist. Make copies of it. Put one up in the fridge over at your mom or dad's place. Tell you what, call to make your appointment, 800-383-6590, or do it online at premieriwm.com. Thanks for joining us. For Jonas Everett, Roger Abel, my name's Doug Wagner. We'll talk to you again next week.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial or tax advisor prior to investing. Premier Investments in Wealth Management and LPL Financial do not provide specific individualized tax or legal advice. We suggest that you discuss your specific situation with a qualified tax or legal advisor. Rebalancing a portfolio may cause investors to incur tax liabilities and/or transaction costs, and does not assure a profit or protect against loss. Economic forecasts set forth may not develop as predicted, and there can be no guarantee that strategies promoted will be successful. All performance referenced is historical and is not a guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and cannot be invested into directly. There is no assurance that the techniques and strategies discussed are suitable for all investors or will yield positive outcomes. The purchase of certain securities may be required to affect some of the strategies. Investing involves risks, including possible loss of principal. There is no guarantee that a diversified portfolio will enhance overall returns or outperform a non-diversified portfolio. Diversification does not protect against market risk. Prior to investing in a 529 plan, investors should consider whether the investor's or designated beneficiary's home state offers any state tax or other state benefits such as financial aid, scholarship funds, and protection from creditors that are only available for investments in such state's qualified tuition program. Withdrawals used for qualified expenses are federally tax-free. Tax treatment at the state level may vary. Please consult with your tax advisor before investing. Forbes' Best in State Wealth Management Teams ranking was developed by Shook Research and is based on in-person, virtual, and telephone due diligence meetings and a ranking algorithm that includes a measure of each team's best practices, client retention, industry experience, review of compliance records, firm nominations, and quantitative criteria, including assets under management and revenue generated for their firm. Investment performance is not a criterion because client objectives and risk tolerances vary, and advisors rarely have audited performance reports. Shook's research and rankings provide opinions intended to help investors choose the right financial advisor and team, and are not indicative of future performance or representative of any one client's experience. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Neither Forbes nor Shook Research receive compensation in exchange for placement on the ranking. For more information, please see www.shookresearch.com. Shook is a registered trademark of Shook Research, LLC.